Flashing lights in the dark baritone hum. Engines spinning till the wild hearts succumb. Virtual roads where the asphalt sweat fire, chasing glory through the chaos of desire. Your TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag to flag, every moment is stream. No TV, we're living the dream. Roaring engines, pixels bursting like flames. The digital warriors, no face, just names. Science going for the sweet finish line. Sweat-soaked battles outside space and time. No TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag to flag, every moment extreme. No TV, we're living the dream. Roaring engines, pixels bursting like flames. Digital warriors, no face, just names. Tires calling for the sweet finish line. Sweat-soaked battles outside space and time. No TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag to flag, every moment extreme. No TV, we're living the dream. Strap me in, fuel me with untamed speed. Data in the storm, all the rush I need. Glitches on the edge, chaos in the stream. Sim racing paradise, unraveling the sea. No TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag to flag, every moment extreme. No TV, we're living the dream. Flashing lights in the dark baritone hum. Engines spinning till the wild hearts succumb. Virtual roads where the asphalt sweat fire, chasing glory through the chaos of desire. No TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag to flag, every moment is stream. No TV, we're living the dream. Roaring engines, pixels bursting like flames. The digital warriors, no face, just names. Science going for the sweet finish line. Sweat-soaked battles outside space and time. No TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag to flag, every moment extreme. No TV, we're living the dream. Roaring engines, pixels bursting like flames. Digital warriors, no face, of the endless night. Fight to fight, we live to speed. Nothing defeats our endless need. Heartbeats pound and engines cry. Best broadcast under the virtual sky. Turn the wheel, feel the breakneck roll. Sim racers tearing through the thunder soul. Gear shifts crack like a lightning storm. Digital warriors breaking the norm. Turn the wheel, feel the breakneck roll. Sim racers tearing through the thunder soul.
And welcome to Nerd TV for another OTSS Select Series event live from the virtual Lime Rock Park road course action here tonight, as we are going to go 60 laps with 20 plus drivers in the truck series at a road course in Lime Rock Park, who as we get the countdown to green started, presented by Icon Apparel Company. NASCAR ventured here last year for the first time in the trucks, and they are going to replicate it now on the virtual side here for OTSS for race number 7 of 12 to open up their inaugural season here in 2026. My name is Jeremy Stanley, and to my right-hand side is also Jeremy Stanley. Is me, myself, and I are going to be talking to you, the fans out there watching tonight's race, as Dustin, who is pressing the buttons and doing all the cam work tonight. His whole family decided to pick up the flu at the local hardware store, so we don't know. So I'm just gonna chill out with me tonight here as we're gonna go road course racing for the 7th race of the season, and we got some points to talk about here. We'll go over some team stats and whatnot, as they got about 3 minutes left in this qualifying session. 10-minute timer on these road courses. Tyler Honeycutt currently P1. There you see on the track, fixed setup, 3 green-white checkered attempts. The track temp's actually kind of high here for Lime Rock, 99 degrees with the air temp of only 72. Does that mean the sun is just beaming down on this surface here, as sim time is 3 o'clock, which is typically just past the hottest hour of the day. So, points we got here. We got all updated here. Danny White has a 3-point advantage over EJ Luna, followed by Tyler Honeycutt, 13 points back, who's making a surge from having a really bad start to the season. He's been climbing and crawling his way up through the ranks, and now he's to P3, 13 points out. So the driver of the 45 is looking to continue that advancement over the 2 guys that just been putting on a tear this season. EJ Luna, Danny White from Old Dogs Racing and Lone Star Racing. And then you have Dustin Franklin, P4. DJ Honeycutt does round out the top 5, 26 points out. And then just to round out the top 10, since we're talking about it, we got Donnie Honeycutt, Stephen Hayes, Bobby Mantle sitting there in 8th, 37 out. Alex Zirkle, 37 out. And then Abram Ghosted, there in 10th place, 41 points out. That's your top 10 spread, 41 points through 6 races, which is the halfway mark. This is technically the back half of the season. There's a minute 25 left in this qualifying session. No trucks on track. That's why we got no cameras out. They're all done. So we're just waiting for the admins to throw in the towel or just run out the remaining 1 minute 15. As they get set here, like I said, for 60 laps, they're going to go a half, maybe even a full pace lap. Probably a full pace lap here. As here's your top 10 in qualifying. Tyler Honeycutt 1, DJ Honeycutt in 2nd. Charlie Bass in the 94 picking up P3. Donnie Honeycutt. Just Honeycutts all over the place inside this top 5 here. Donnie is going to take P4. Bobby Mantle in 5th. Nolan Todd in the 99 in 6th. Garrett Spriggs in 7th. Jonathan Hammond 8th. Polly Torrance 9th. Dustin Franklin is in 10th. And since we got about 1 minute left, or a little bit less than that, I am going to go over our ad read to make sure I get that covered here this evening before we take the grid and everything like that. So Empower Ed Research Institute is the official series sponsor for every single Tuesday event here live on Nerd TV and from the OTSS Select Series. Empower Ed Research Institute is a nonprofit organization committed to advancing education, and communities through research, innovation, and collaboration. Through its research programs and services, Empower Ed Research Institute strives to harness the power of education to uplift individuals, foster community engagement, and affect positive change. Empower Ed Research Institute invites educators, researchers, policymakers, community leaders, and individuals passionate about education to join us on our mission. Together, we can make a meaningful difference in our lives of learners and communities. Visit empoweredresearch.org for more information. And the trucks are gritting. We're going to go one full lap around this place, it looks like, and then we'll send them off for 60 laps. No full course cautions. It's just green flag to checkered flag. The admins hold a right to throw yellow if there's a massive pileup on the opening lap, but don't expect to see that here this evening. And here we go. Cool camera angle from the start finish line. Here's the grid up for race number 7. Tyler Honeycutt, DJ Honeycutt. It's P1 and P2. Row number 2, we'll find, like I said, Charlie Bass and Donnie Honeycutt there in 4th. Row number 3, you're going to find Bobby Mantle in the 89, Nolan Todd in the 99 in 6th. Row number 4, you'll find Garrett Spriggs in truck 81, Jonathan Hammond, P8 and 92. Row number 5 in 9th place, Polly Torrance. Into his outside, Dustin Franklin, position number 10. Row number 6, EJ Luna, 2nd place in points there to his outside. Curtis Noble in the 88 in 12th. Row 7 and 13th will be Dave Harrington. And to his outside in 14th, 72 of Jonathan Gaston. Row 8, Mark Sherwood in 15th place. Jared Hammond in 16th in truck 36. And row 9, P17, Alejandro Khan. Stephen Abased in 18th. Row 10, Brad Miner in 19th place. Abram Ghostin in position number 20. And then the 11th and final row to start off this event, James Robbins in the 76 and Alex Zirkle in truck number 8 in 22nd place. Now, Alex did not qualify, neither, or really the whole bottom 4 did not take qualifying time, which is kind of interesting. Alex Zirkle, I just mentioned him, he's inside the top 10 in points. To not qualify at a road course and starting dead last, that's gonna be some work, I would say, from the driver, the number 8, to move on forward here. And so here we go, one pace lap. Let's go over where the teams are going to be starting here. Go over the team lineup so we get a little more familiar once more with the names of these guys. Ghost Motorsports, there they are, 1, 2, 3, and then Brad Miner back all the way there in 17th. Lone Star Racing next up here. Got 6th place from Bobby Mantle, 10th from Luna, Dustin Franklin 11th as they kind of flip-flop as they drive around this track. Mark Sherwood back there in 14th. And then let's hit up the rest of the teams if we can here. Putting Dustin to work early. Texas Motorsports, Charlie Bass, Nolan Todd, 4th and 6th, both comfortable starting places for their team. And then we got Sim Racing Fiends, Garrett Spriggs in 8th place, Curtis Noble 21st, and as I just mentioned, Alex Zirkle 22nd. Old Dogs Racing, we got Polly Torrance in 10th, Jonathan Gaston 12th, Abram Ghost at 19th, James Robbins, position number 20. I think we can squeak in one more here. Harrington Motorsports, just old Dave by himself, no Chris. It's gonna be truck 77 there, or 66, starting at 14th. As we're in the final corner, pace truck gonna pull in 60 laps. These tires are gonna be cold as they get to turn number 1. Expect either nothing or a lot of chaos or maybe some overdriving into the grass. Very common at Lime Rock Park. Green flag in the air here for race number 7 officially underway. 2x2 to start this thing off. Drives off into the corner, looks very clean so far. One truck wide, hits the grass, that's the 72, just barely. 36 as well, drives through. 2 trucks find a little bit of the outside dirt. No curbing out there, so very easy to run off this track. As they remain 2 wide through one of the trickiest parts of the track early on here. Very tight, feels very slow, like you're crawling, as speeds go under 50 miles an hour through turns 3 and 4 up the hill. A lot of tire spin can happen, especially on cold tires. Oh, Dave Harrington almost clips the infield tire barrier as he gets the worst of the tire spinners. I saw about 5 or 6 trucks really just ill handling through that section. Looks like no harm, no foul for the first opening lap through every single driver. Here, as we got currently 6 viewers on YouTube. Appreciate y'all joining in. And I'm one of 2, I think, on the Twitch side. Oh, there's the replay there from Dave Harrington. As I was looking over the YouTube viewers, I saw the 66 go around, and I thought that was live, but that was just a replay there as we kick it back over. It is road course racing, so I know the numbers will be down on average of the viewers, but I appreciate you guys for popping in and joining me for race number 7 here as we're on lap number 2, side-by-side action. One of the Charlie Bass, I think that's Charlie Bass out there on the outside, Zirkle on the inside trying to crawl through this field. That's actually Nolan Todd at 99, I apologize. Zirkle's making some good moves up here. We got a little bit of spacing here as we're kicking off lap number 3. Tyler Honeycutt leading the charge over a half a second lead over second place. Tyler Honeycutt. Charlie Bass is still in 3rd. Couple of movers up 2 spots. I think 2 spots earned and 2 spots dropped. It's currently the biggest moving trucks except for Curtis Noble in the 88. Looks like he is down 6 positions, not having a start that he would like. As we're kind of just cycling through the field here. Continue to go single file. This is very Lime Rock Park-esque here. The track is just such a tight track all the way through. It's really hard to make any 2-wide racing happen except for the opening laps as they still get some tire spin up the hill. I think that's turn 5 if I'm not mistaken. Oh, we got, ooh, that's the 3rd place. Charlie Bass way up in the front there, eating through some dirt. Looks like he's able to continue on. No harm, no foul. Unless that was Nolan Todd. I get these guys mixed up. They run the same exact schemes. There we go. Looks like the 99 some tight brake block up into turn number 1. Trying to look at here. We got Nerd TV replay coming up. Here's the 99 Nolan Todd. We're gonna see him go really wide here in the final corner. A little loose there off that corner, that right hand. Oh, then he just hits a bump, and that truck did not straighten out until all 4 wheels are in the grass. A big slide again, close call. We saw the 66, now the 99 barely missing the tire barriers here. Could have been potentially our first wreck because we got an iRacing iFlag track map up on the right. Oh, hold on, Dave Harrington. Hold on, you're gonna go twice now. The same scenario where he almost hits the infield tire barriers. Dave not having a good start here. Cannot get the grip in those Goodyears. I'd like to kick back up that iRacing iFlag track map that did pop up momentarily. There we are. We're only 5 laps in. You see about a quarter of the track almost entirely being used up at this point. His handling is so key here. You think you can hit your marks, but if your truck can't take it, you're just waiting on the throttle and waiting, and you have to crank the wheel, and then it really slows you down. So you want the truck to kind of rotate itself. You don't want to overdo it because you've seen, oh, my end. Nolan Todd again. Nolan Todd and Dave Harrington are just surviving out here at this point. Is that corner or 2 ago, that 99. Oh, hold on, we got more. Oh, Mark Sherwood almost got clipped as Nolan's gonna have to wait his turn to get back onto the racing surface, and he backs up a ton to give all the space. Nerd TV replays got it once more on board the roof camera of the 99. He was loose a corner ago. The tires were screaming at him. Oh, Mark just got on the brakes really early. Maybe Nolan got on brakes a little late. Tried to do what he could to save it. And locks it up right there and then backs it up to get a straight launch onto the exit ramp. Back onto the front straightaway. He's really far off the pace here. Lead change. DJ Honeycutt up front. Took the lead from Tyler Honeycutt, who's dropped to 3rd place, 3 seconds back that 45. A little bit of a miscue somewhere here in the first 6 laps, as now they're on lap number 7. As the 94 does resume now in 2nd place. Charlie Bass holding his team proud here. 99 is not really having a day. The 94 having a fantastic event here. We're gonna shout out another one of our partners to Nerd TV this year, Chevyland, and they're hitting the ground running this year with the Silverado sell-off. Receive up to $9,000 off MSRP from your Silverado headquarters on select new 2026 Silverado 1500s. Shop the area's best Silverado inventory with 120 Silverado models to choose from. Hurry in soon because the Silverado sell-off won't last long. Start your year in high gear with the Silverado sell-off happening now at Chevyland, your Silverado headquarters. Visit Chevyland.com for more information or a full listing of models currently in stock. One of the biggest movers, EJ Luna, in truck number 24. He's up 5 positions from 11th to 6th as he just gets around Pauly Torrance. Now he's got a 4-second gap. Oh, Pauly's going to try to squeak in here into turn 3 and back into turn 4. EJ's in the correct location to get the drive off the corner. He does make the pass happen once more, but Pauly is not holding back. He wants that position back, and right behind him we got a little side-by-side action as well. It's going to be a pass from the 81 Garrett Spriggs passing the 92 of Jonathan Hammond. Great pass there by Garrett to get that done there off of turn 3. Garrett is down 2 positions trying to recover. He's got one of them back, and that 81. A little loose there on throttle, which is very easy to do in these trucks. No weight in the rear. This track has a lot of elevation changes, and it's just not suited for the trucks, and that's what makes it such a challenge for these drivers, and that's why they're all spaced out. It takes just a great handle. Ooh, Garrett getting loose again as we're looking on the 72. Keep your eye on this 88 here. He's a little bit of loosey-goosey here. Curtis Noble as well. These guys have got their trucks handling extra loose. Like I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, you want to have these trucks kind of rotate for you, because if you're cranking a lot of wheel into it, you're just going to be waiting on throttle, and it really does truly slow down your drive time. But we got our camera on the, well, going back to the 72. Here's the 94. Cycling through the field here a little bit. Caffeine team driver cam, Charlie Bass currently holding 2nd place here. Cool dual camera setup. I like the driver camera aspect, of course, but then the footwork. He's got that thing mounted perfectly on his sim rig, which that looks like it's either a wheel stand or it's a full little setup. Either way, great look down, like an A camera shot, and you can see he's got just the foot, or the gas pedal and the brake pedal. You see his right foot kind of swiveling out there a little bit, and this must be a natural footwork for Charlie. He does. There's no pedal that he's pressing when he kicks his ankle out there. You see it swivel out to the right. He's just kind of working the toe action here. Not much pressure from the heel. It's all toe work for Charlie. And this is a kind of a cool camera for this track, being Lime Rock. It does take a lot of skill here between these 2 pedals. No clutch needed. As he's burping the throttle though, so he must be working the shifter from the paddle side. A little quick stab of the brake. And he's got the sim shoes, I think, possibly 2 on these things. Look like racing shoes to me anyways. Full setup here for Charlie Bass, and that's our caffeine team driver here this evening. Appreciate you for turning on your cameras for us as we got a little off-roading. Once more, these trucks about a lap or so on average. And so, speaking of which, the 47 Alejandro Khan, he's on the Nerd TV replay. Let's see what's on with him. And there we go, another more driver off-road. There we saw Bobby Mantle right before the replay. Now Alejandro Khan is going to do the same thing on lap number 11, as we're now on lap 12. DJ Honeycutt, Charlie Bass. Tyler Honeycutt currently holds the top 3 here. As we're 12 laps in, we're going to take our first picture-in-picture commercial break of the evening. We'll be back here in just a lap or 2.
Hey, can you do me a favor? I'm really hungry, but I'm trapped in here, and I dropped my last piece of boozy jerky on the floor. I can't reach it. Would you mind grabbing me a bag of the most tender, flavorful booze-infused jerky on the planet? I promise I'll pay you back. I mean, I'd eat my piece, but I can't reach it. Oh, actually, I got it. Oh, it's so good. It's so tender, so flavorful. You should really pick yourself up a bag. But if you do, you can't eat it in here. Now, this is my spot. I own this spot. Boozy Jerky, the original booze-infused beef jerky with a pair. Now available.
Chevyland's hitting the ground running this new year with the Silverado Sell-Off. Receive up to $9,000 off MSRP from your Silverado headquarters on select new 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500s. Shop the area's best Silverado inventory. Over 120 Silverado models to choose from. But hurry in soon, because the Silverado Sell-Off won't last long. Start the new year in high gear at the Silverado Sell-Off. Happening now at Chevyland, your Silverado headquarters.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
And back here full screen. Currently residing on lap number 18 as DJ Honeycutt still leads the way there. First place, Charlie Bass second. Tyler Honeycutt still remains your top three. As look at our points leaders as well. EJ Luna dropped one back after getting up to sixth place as Garrett Spriggs has continued to make some work after his beginning of the race not being too good. He went from 7th to 9th. Now he's worked his way back to 6th. So the 81's driving through. EJ currently 7th place. And then your other points leader there, the 64 of Danny White. Well, he's not here. He's got a provisional. So that's gonna put him back in 23rd place, or 22nd. It'll give him last place points for tonight's event. So this is gonna really boost EJ's drive for his first championship on iRacing, as if he can keep Tyler Honeycutt kind of at an advantage. He's got a decent chance. He's only down 4 positions from Tyler. Remember that 13-point gap, too, coming into tonight. So this will chip away a little bit at that. See if EJ can pick up any luck and close that gap anymore. See the official standings on the left-hand side, just to get a recap, refresher of that from 20 laps ago, whenever I talked about that at the beginning of the broadcast. As we're officially a third of the way through this thing. Once again, I appreciate y'all joining in. Got a couple YouTube chats I'd like to shout out. Godspeed Polly from Natalie Akers. Daniel Kahn saying, let's go racing. Just racing in general. Absolutely, I love it. And then he says infield legends as well. So he probably just included that. Ooh, Polly Torrance goes a little off track. Little action here on lap 20 from these guys. Polly's been trying to keep up with that 24, as now Dustin Franklin driver 74 is in the middle of this nice little 3-truck battle for just right around the 10th place area. Then they got Monica Khan saying, let's go infield legends. As of course, infield has always got their crew out here shouting them out. Even if we're single-digit viewers on YouTube, which right now we got to our double-digit count of 11 at the moment. 11 viewers there, and 1 to 2 on the Twitch side of things. And I would appreciate you guys if you can like, follow, subscribe the social medias, Twitch and YouTube specifically, but Facebook as well, because we're live on all 3 platforms. Twitch, we need 3 viewers consecutive. That'd be beautiful if we can reach that this season. I know you guys have been doing phenomenal so far to start this off. But race number 7 at the road course side doesn't look too good, which that's completely expected. Oh, it was Dustin Franklin gets loose right there off of turn 3. I think this is now considered turn 4 into 5 as we go up the hill. If the 74 is loose now, he's got to be feathering that throttle up the hill. Side by side, there goes Zirkle trying to get around here. As we got a 4-truck battle, 2x2 down the hill into turn number 6. This is getting really exciting as Dustin Franklin gets around Luna. Luna's going to drop back a spot. Back to 8th place he goes. Polly Torrance 9th, and Alex Zirkle, who started... Well, actually, he's a lap down. He's just mixing it up. He's not actually driving through. So he must have taken an early pit stop as Luna goes through the dirt, kicking it up a little bit onto the racing surface. As they go single file once more here. Zirkle obviously on fresher tires, trying to mix it up here, but now he's going to lean back just a little bit. As Race Control joining us on the Twitch side of things. Appreciate you, man, for putting a chat out there on the Twitch side. Is got a little bit extra sunlight coming through here to turn 6 onward to turn 7. I think I get my, 7 corners. This would be turn 7. Okay, so I am counting that correctly. Had to validate myself there. A lot of spacing on the front stretch here now. Firing off now on lap number 23, 22, 23. They're cycling through. Let's get the iRacing iFlag track map opened up one more time. This is getting close to halfway, and, well, there they go. Roaches all over the track. Every corner being consumed by something or somebody at this point here. As we look on the 15, one of the Honeycutts, of course, DJ Honeycutt, who took the lead around lap 5 or 6 and has not looked back with a dominant 6-second lead. Oh, we got one truck heading to the wall. Is that Mark Sherwood in the 44? It is. Mark Sherwood destroyed the Canadian driver. One of 2 Canadians out here tonight. Him and Bobby Mantle. As we got to get a Nerd TV replay look at this, and just loose late on corner. No, that's not loose. He's driving it. Oh, that's what we call a mechanical failure. It looks. I don't know. No, that's a mechanical failure. Yep. So I'm assuming he went black screen and drove it and then turned the wheel. That truck did not get loose. So we're gonna go on the dashboard cam with the 44. Yeah, that's not loose. That's just driving and then him turning the wheel just to avoid. Maybe he was stuttering, and then just. I mean, that was That was a close call. He could have bounced off that wall harder and taken out someone else crossing back over the track, but thankfully that truck was able to stay in the grass just on the outside there on the front straightaway. First crash of the evening is going to result in a DNF for the 44, who came to this thing starting 15th. He will finish back in 22nd, pending Steven Abisted can run 3 extra laps to pass the 44 on the scoring pylon. Outside of that, we got a couple of bigger movers here. Jonathan Gaston in the 72, he's up 4 positions. Not doing too shabby, finds himself currently P10 now. And then Bradley Miner in the 46, the last truck on the lead lap. He's up 5 positions from 19th to 14th. It's a hard task to pass at Lime Rock, so, you know, he practiced pretty decently, but still, you got to pass trucks, and he's doing it pretty effectively. Up 5, the biggest mover here this evening. Top 4, 5, 6, they really haven't changed too much. Dustin Franklin's up 3 positions in that 74. Avram Ghostin, actually, he's currently up 5 as well. Actually 4, up from 20th to 16th. Currently holds 1 lap down. Well, the driver of the 25 up 4 spots overall from Old Dogs Racing. As let's get a shout out to Old Dogs. Let's get their team up there on the where they're all running here this evening. Of course, we know 64 is not here, but 9th, 10th, 15th, and 18th is currently where these guys are currently residing on the tracks. Of 2 in the top 10. It's good to see at least a couple of those guys up there putting up a decent amount of points, as these guys are majority oval racers. So road course, they just kind of hold on. Maybe they find something within the steering ratio to make their trucks work better, because it's a fixed setup league. There's only so many things you can do, but the most crucial thing is that brake bias. That part is a variable that these drivers have. Nothing with the setup, but just the brake bias. Of course, the more you put in the front, the tighter it gets. The more brake you put in the back, the looser it gets. And so that's how you loosen these things up, trying to get around these corners. And if you're tight on entry, that's where it hurts the worst. So you back it up, and then these guys get wicked loose. And so you're just threading the needle on driver comfort in trucks here at Lime Rock Park. We're coming up to the halfway mark in this race in about 3 laps. So at this point, I would imagine we're going to see a majority of the field split it 30 laps down, come down for pit road for their only green flag stop, and then cut back into pit road once more. We'll see how that looks. Here in 3 laps, that holds true. Or we might see a couple shortcutters. You never know. There's a lot of spacing between these guys, so I don't know if shortcutting is the way to go. Is the Pauly Torrance once more battling with DJ Luna. These guys cannot leave each other. Pauly trying to do it the hard way on the outside of turn 3. Sorry, bud, that's not going to work. Gets to turn number 5. You're going to have to do it from the right side of the truck, not the left side. There he goes, he's looking, not going to do anything here this time. If you can pass someone on the right-hand side of this track, you're doing something right. There is only one left-hand corner. Just one, and that's turn 2. Everything else is right hand. So to do it from the left-hand side of the truck is kind of wild. But he's stuck. He's going to drive it a little deep. I thought maybe he was going to stick it in there. Does not. Backs it down there. EJ getting wide into the dirt. Going to keep it slow, though. Hug the turn 2. White line. Tight there overall, but he gets some gap over the 6 as a little tire spin from Pauly. This continues to be in the best race on the track so far, as we're a lap and a half away from seeing the halfway mark officially happen. It's got a little separation there between those two. Pauly's going to try to cool him off and go at it again, or maybe he takes a shortcut. This would actually be a great advantage for the 6th if he can just pit next time by, as we get the race or in-truck telemetry powered by AI Chief. And if you haven't heard by AI Chief from us by now, AI Chief is kind of a cool product as we continue to ride on board with the 6. We'll ride this for a little bit here, see some pit stops, and I'll talk about AI Chief because it's a pioneer of the iRacing world. Literally no one has a product like them that I know of. I don't think there is, but so as we ride on board, I'm going to shout him out since I'm already talking about him here. While I would continue to go on board with him. So AI Chief is kind of cool. Instead of reaching your hand over to your keyboard or pressing a hotkey to, let's say you're calling for 4 tires or 2 tires, or give me 3 laps on the auto fuel, whatever the case is. Instead of like pressing your left-right arrows and pressing spacebar to uncheck stuff, you don't got to do that anymore. So all you do is you just go, you say your command, or you just talk to it and say, hey, I want 2 tires, through your microphone. And then AI Chief uses AI, of course, and it just does it. It does it through the iRacing service, and it gets what you want. Any adjustment you want, track bar adjustment, air pressure adjustment, call for your hotkey to box in or exit pit road. You can do it all through just your voice and no longer using the hot buttons or the keyboard. So, and that's at AIChief.com. Look into it. Especially at a road course where your hands are pretty tied all the way through each lap. I would say this is a great tool. Here we go. Paulie and EJ both coming down pit road. That's going to hurt Paulie, I think, because I think he was hoping to get that at pit advantage, but a lot of drivers on pit road. We got 3, 4, 5. We got Dave Harrington, Garrett Spriggs, Donnie Honeycutt, the 22. He's on pit road. EJ, the 72, 76. That's Farrell Robbins. So, what was it, almost a third of the field on pit road this lap, right just past the halfway mark in this 60-lap event at Lime Rock Park. And our producer, Mr. Dustin Longston, actually wants to break the rule. He wants to go live with his microphone here, so he wants to talk about AI Chief, because I personally have not got it on my computer just yet. I've been watching a lot of videos on it, but Dustin does use it on his league races, and he hasn't been using it for about a month or so. So he wants to have a little word about that.
Yeah, usually, like you said, breaking the golden rule here, especially when under the weather. But like you said, you haven't had the opportunity just yet to use the program, but you said it. I mean, it pioneers. It's not just the hands-free voice activation that it has on there that you can get very finite with what you want. So you can tell it you want right side tires. You can tell it how many gallons of fuel to put in there. And it will adjust iRacing according, but it also keeps track of other things. So it actually, through AI, will actually use your name and the names of those opponents around you while it's giving you data and feedback. And those drivers that you tend to have more incident points with or contact with, or that you're around more, it actually has a built-in, if you remember back in the NASCAR heat days, your rivals. It actually has a rival system in there, and it will actually alter how the program itself addresses you when involving that individual. So it's actually a pretty neat program.
There you go. Our goal here, at least for me personally, is us nerds like to run the endurance stuff on the roadside. I just got done with the Bathurst 12 hours. I ran 6 consecutive hours, and I wish I had gotten that program set up by then, but by Sebring, I'm promising Dustin I will have it on my computer, and it'll make our pit stops even that much easier, even though we got crew members and teams to talk to and have that done for us. But having an extra tool on hand does not hurt. It only helps the performance of the team. Thank you, Dustin, for coming in here and talking a little bit more about that. As it's a little action here on top of the hill through turn 6 right now. Steven Abbaset a little slow here in driver number 2, letting some trucks by. Garrett Spriggs, EJ Luna, as we got a little Nerd TV replay from the 46 Bradley Minor. Oh, he bounced. Oh, no. Man, heavy impact. Engine is not cooked, but that's heavy contact there to the driver door panel twice. Once on corner exit up the hill in turn 5, and then slams the inside tire barrier also with the driver panel. As you get another look at it, he loses the left front fender, at least momentarily, as iRacing's damage model is proven to be the best in the world when it comes to losing your panels and then instantly getting them reinstalled. 25 laps to go. As we got another replay here, as we caught Tyler Honeycutt. What's going on with Tyler? Back there in 5th place now. Continue to drop down the pile. Oh, he just got loose late corner exit. They're off at turn 3. Good save. But he's dropped quite a few spots. As one spot is currently consumed by the 74 Dustin Franklin, who I don't believe has come down pit road yet. He's up 6 positions. That 74 is back 22 seconds. Let's actually hit up the pit report. I want to see who has not come down pit road yet. Just want to make sure we're all clear on that. Okay, so at this time, Donnie Honeycutt, Charlie Bass, Bobby Mantle, Dustin Franklin, your top 4. No pit stops yet. Jonathan Hammond in 6th, no pit stop. And Nolan Todd. Now that's kind of a one. EJ Luna, they're in the truck 24 in 10th place, fuel only. Now that's a bold strategy. I would expect at least a 2-tire stop because it's going to take the same time to fill up the truck or more. When you take 2 tires, that's kind of an interesting call. So I know he's trying something, but I don't think that's the way to do it. We'll see where he ends up after this race is over in about 23 laps or such. So we're waiting on the top 4 plus 2 others. So 6 drivers inside that top 10 yet to come down pit road. As you're coming up close to 20 to go, I would imagine these guys cannot make it for whatever reason. They're just running this thing long. There's no full course cautions. I think I've had that confirmed now from our race control, which is Twisted Drifter on the YouTube chats and Twitch. Coming down the hill here, looking at Bobby Mantle, truck number 89. Currently holding 3rd place here, looking. Paulie Torrance just finds his way on our screens half this event, trying to make passes happen. This time it's not for position. Oh, Bobby goes wide. Paulie's going to go to the inside. Bobby's not going to let go. Steam rolls him on the outside there through the final part of turn number 1 into turn 2. Clears him by a truck length or 2. Paulie looking to get around Bobby. Bobby a little loose that time. Through 4 here. Upwards to turn 5, up the hill to the top. So that corner, that turn 5 uphill transition has consumed a couple drivers. The worst one being the 46 of Bradley Minor. As Bobby goes over a little slide there off of turn 7 to complete his lap 39. 21 to go. Take our second and final picture-in-picture commercial break of the evening. We'll be right back here in just a few messages.
Hey, can you do me a favor? I'm really hungry, but I'm trapped in here, and I dropped my last piece of boozy jerky on the floor. I can't reach it. Would you mind grabbing me a bag of the most tender, flavorful booze-infused jerky on the planet? I promise I'll pay you back. I mean, I'd eat my piece, but I can't reach it. Oh, actually, I got it. Oh, it's so good. It's so tender, so flavorful. You should really pick yourself up a bag. But if you do, you can't eat it in here. Now, this is my spot. I own this spot. Boozy Jerky, the original booze-infused beef jerky with a pair. Now available.
Chevyland's hitting the ground running this new year with the Silverado Sell-Off. Receive up to $9,000 off MSRP from your Silverado headquarters on select new 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500s. Shop the area's best Silverado inventory. Over 120 Silverado models to choose from. But hurry in soon, because the Silverado Sell-Off won't last long. Start the new year in high gear at the Silverado Sell-Off. Happening now at Chevyland, your Silverado headquarters.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
And back full screen here as we got just a handful of laps left. 15 laps remaining here as we had a couple of different moments in this race. 99 Nolan Todd continuing to struggle here, just all out of rear brake. He's got that brake bias turned down and locks it up, makes the 76 run by the 45 and a couple others. The 2, I think, of Abbasid there went wide, yep, and then there's the 15. Then one of the honeycuts, all 4 going off-road. That was the biggest moment during that commercial cycle. Nolan's probably had about 3 or 4 off tracks, and no, Dave, no. He's found that wall once, or at least close to it. This time he's going to find it and then destroy the right front of that truck. So that's his 3rd moment, and 3rd time's the charm, not in his favor for the driver of the number 66. And so a little bit of action going on in the past 5 laps or such. 14 laps now does remain in this race. And Bobby Mantle leading the charge. Your 3rd different leader of this evening. Tyler Honeycutt second, and then DJ did pit. So 89 and 45. Just waiting on these two guys to make a pit stop, and I am currently surprised as to how and why they're leading this race. They got to be running out of fuel, because if they didn't have to worry about fuel, then DJ wouldn't have pitted. And I got word from race control that the only way we get a full course caution if there's a complete traffic block in a corner or a straightaway, in which that's, you know, less than a 3% chance of happening. So 89 is going to come down pit road. He's getting himself some lap sled. 45 Tyler Honeycutt, he's got to do the same thing. Who is currently 25 seconds back. But yeah, we got 7 currently on the lead lap. 8th place on back is 1 lap down or more. I've already notated that the field's completely widespread around this whole track, so there's nothing different there ever since that happened. It's just going to continue to be that way the whole entire race. As 47 is getting word Alejandro Khan. He's 3 laps down. He's got some damage to the 47. He's coming down pit road. A little damage to the right rear of his yellow Silverado. Maybe he's going to have a Silverado sell-off of his own, getting rid of this thing after this race is all said and done. Comes down pit road here. Get service, I would imagine now, for the last time. Here's the 15, DJ Honeycutt, as Bobby Mantle did come down, or not Bobby Mantle, but Tyler Honeycutt gave up the race lead, or second place rather, to DJ as they swap positions. DJ flying here, 24 seconds back of Mantle, but when Mantle comes down pit road, it is DJ's race to go. And let's, if we can, let's try to take a look at Mantle's lap times. I'm curious to know if there's any fuel saving going on with the 89. Nope, never mind. Scratch that. Pit road time. I knew he was coming down pit road. Who am I kidding? He's on pit road that time, and now we're just gonna wait for, I think Tyler's the last person to cycle through. Realistically, is Steven Abbassad on the Nerd TV replay. What's going on with truck number 2 here? And the Nap-On sponsor just goes wide into turn 2, crosses the track. There's your stoppage. Gets it going quickly though. No harm, no foul to anybody. As next lap around, we're gonna see the race lead cycle back for the 3rd lead change back to the 15. There's Mantle right ahead. Actually, is this for the race lead? I'm kind of curious. This is for the race lead. Let's go back to the pit report, if we can, after we see the last lap sled by DJ and Mantle here. Because DJ had a humongous lead. It was 6, 7, 8, 10 seconds over some of these guys inside the top 3 or 4. And the fact that Bobby come out of pit road, he must have did no tires or 2 tires. As for DJ's got to be on 4 freshies. So in comparison, we're going to... Oh, DJ gets a little loose there. So this is going to get exciting. 10 laps to go. 10 lap shootout. The 15, I would imagine, is on fresher tires. Can he pass Bobby Mantle? As there's your pit stop. Port powered by AI Chief and fuel only. Yep, there it is. No tires versus 4 tires. Mantle's going to use the thin track layout to his advantage, try to block DJ every way possible, but you have to hit your marks perfectly to make this happen. Right here, turn 7 is going to be the best case scenario. This is the passing corner here, turn number 1 coming up. 15 does not get the run off turn 7 as he was wanting. That's going to be one of his only... he gets blocked by the 36 a little bit on corner entry. Going to create a little bit more separation between the 89 and the 15. This will easily be the best move of the race if Mantle can stick this next 9 laps. Keep it ahead for the race win. Either way, it's going to put him in a great spot. He was running third or fourth before the caution cycle, so up 2-3 spots with the strategy in pit road. Put a lot of wheel onto that thing, up the hill, turn 5, onward to turn 6 as they head back down. Lose a lot of time in 6. DJ's back to within 1.5 truck lengths. DJ just cannot get the throttle down a little bit better than 89, prohibiting him from getting Ghost Motorsports back to the lead as Lone Star Racing is looking to steal one late in the going. 8 laps to go. Zirkle lets both of them by. 1 truck length is the gap. Mantle hitting turn 2 and 3 perfectly. He allows the 15 of DJ to close up in turn 2, but then Mantle sets himself up great for a wide sweeping exit of turn 3 and gets the power down early. Gives him the little separation that he needs to go up the hill as we're on the Oakley visor cam from DJ Honeycutt. 1 truck ahead, Alexander Kahn. He's going to move to the inside. Lets both of these trucks by. Ooh, Mantle's a little wide in 7. Here we go. Does he have enough run? He's going to be close, but he's going to take a look. Does he try the dive? No. Fix the dive. Keeping Mantle. Oh, he put too much pressure on Mantle. He missed the corner. Oh, and he had to check up there. Oh, Mantle then has to correct for that, thinking there's going to be contact. Honeycutt in the best spot. Oh, but Bobby Mantle able to clear off turn 2. That's a tough move to make, especially with old tires. Excellent racing here in the going. Lime Rock Park, you thought it was going to be a boring race. Not for the race lead. Mantle and Honeycutt putting it on for the virtual fans here. 12 watching live on YouTube, just a couple on Twitch. Oh, Mantle missed 6. Downhill into 7. Mantle wide, this is it. DJ's going to go to the inside. At least I would imagine. There's the look, there's the block. And does Mantle miss the... He's going to get a little contact from the back bumper. Oh, 2 times. DJ, great save there. Trying to use the bumper to shift Bobby Mantle out of the way. Not going to happen. Bobby Mantle holding solid through turn 1. Blocks him into 2. Bobby Mantle's best corner is turn 3. 1 truck off into the grass there. Robbins, 76. Into the dirt. Ooh, DJ gets a little shortcut there from Jonathan Gaston into 72 up the hill into 5 into 6. Oh, as Mantle misses 6, he's off in the grass. 3 truck length separates the 89 and 15. 5 laps remaining at Lime Rock Park. 4 truck lengths is the gap down to the turn number 1. Mantle makes the corner because there's no pressure from behind. DJ's got 1 more opportunity unless Mantle makes a mistake early here. Mantle's doing a fantastic job into 2 and 3. Clearly his best part of the track. When he gets up the hill, that's where he starts to lose his momentum a little bit here. He's got the 25 of Abram Ghost in the front. 2 truck links from the 25. DJ gains a little bit up the hill. Into 6. Abram's going to check him up, go to the bottom. Sharp cut. Checks up Bobby. DJ back out. DJ it goes wide. Has to lift a ton. Not going to get the straightaway speed that he needs. 4 laps remaining. Your TV replay, we got some action here in the back 22. Donnie Honeycutt. Close quarterback. Oh no! Right in front of Garrett Spriggs. Slide saves it. The 36 almost makes contact. That could have been way worse than what it was. Great heads up driving from everybody going around the 22. As DJ had caught Bobby in the turn 1 to turn 2 area. Bobby able to use his turn 2 to 3 sweeping areas to pull the gap once more. 2 truck lengths is the gap down to the turn 7 down the hill. Now it's 3 truck lengths. Bobby, great turn 7. something he desperately needed here. 3 laps remaining. You think that DJ is looking to use that bumper once more into turn number 1 if he can make the contact happen to shift the 89. I believe he's going to have to do it. This track is so difficult to pass. You've already clearly seen it. Back through Bobby's best section here in turn 2 and 3. Little quick cut here to turn 4. Now this is where DJ likes to run him down. He gets a little bit, had to get off the throttle a little bit there. A little tire spin from the 15. Mantle hits turn 6 quite nicely, but DJ just does it a little better. Oh, DJ's sliding those tires more. Gonna lose a little bit of that straightaway speed that he needs. 2 laps remaining around the one and only road course of the season. Wide goes the 89. He brings it back down with a strong apex. I think DJ overall wins that corner. 2 truck lengths is the gap. Now it's down to 1. DJ is on the hunt. Mr. Mansell just destroys the 15, pulls a truck length over DJ. Wide into turn 5, shortcuts the throttle there. DJ, great run up the hill. Truck length is the gap. 89 misses turn 6. 1.5 truck lengths. Paulie Torrance off into the dirt. Gives the guys all the room possible. But Mantle with an excellent drive down the hill. Brings it back to 3+ truck lengths. White flag, 1 to go. Presented by absolutely nobody. For the 7th race of the OTSS Select Series. Presented by Empower Ed Research Institute. Bobby. 5 more corners. And he's going to steal the show from Ghost Motorsports with the no tire strategy, which I questioned why EJ Luna did it. Now I know why. Bobby got the feedback from his teammate, recognized it was the plan. He applied the plan to his strategy to take the lead from 3rd place. As he misses the corner big time. DJ one more time. Does he look hard to make the pass here? He's got the run. We're going to go side by side for the race lead. Not going to be enough. Bobby Mantle steals the show here at Lime Rock. P1 for the driver, the number 89. That is phenomenal driving there. Great teamwork. I'm sure he was talking to EJ Luna that whole time, saying, how did it work? How did you do? And, well, he applied it. EJ's up 3 spots. Still finished on the lead lap. Great call for Bobby to do it and apply it. It had some things go his way with some lap traffic. Utilized turn 2 and turn 3 as his advantage to really just make it work. And Bobby's going to be excited here, which I do believe this is his 2nd win of the 2026 season. Yeah, win number 2. 2nd multi-time winner. Garrett Spriggs in the 81 is the only other driver so far with 2 wins in the win column. As Bobby's gonna burn her down here on the front straightaway. Well earned. See a couple burnouts. We'll go over the unofficial results. Talk to our top 3. Let's get close to that guardrail. He knows the rule. There he goes. Good controlled burnout here on the really tight front straightaway. And here's the unofficial results here for tonight's race for race number 7 of 12 in the opening season. Bobby Mantle, DJ Honeycutt, Tyler Honeycutt. We'll be talking to those 3 momentarily. Charlie Bass in 4th, Garrett Spriggs finishes in P5. Donnie Honeycutt in 6th, Dustin Franklin 7th. EJ Luna gonna drop back all the way to 8th place, so he's gonna lose a lot of ground to Tyler in the points. Jonathan Gaston in 9th, Curtis Noble in 10th, Jonathan Hammond P11, Nolan Todd 12th, Paulie Torrance in 13th, Abram Ghostin in 14th, Alex Zirkle, 7 spots earned, finds him in 15th. Farrell Robbins in 16th, Jared Hammond, P17, and 18th on back is Alejandro Khan, Stephen Abbasid, Dave Harrington, Bradley Miner, and then the DNF from Mark Sherwood destroying his truck halfway through this event. We got our top three gathered up here, at least two of them so far. So we're going to bring in third place, driver number 45, as we get our post-race show started here, presented by Victory Fuel. And let's get a word in here with Mr. Tyler Honeycutt. Tyler, congrats on P3, man.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yeah, we're doing good up here. It's just going to be me interviewing you tonight, Dustin. Not feeling too hot here, so I'm just going to take over the voice stuff. And man, you had the lead short, and then DJ took it off with it and just ran 6+ seconds over everybody. You at one point fell back to 5th. How'd you put your truck back into 3rd?
Yeah, I was very surprised to run so well. I got the pole, which is surprising, so that's a good bonus point. I knew DJ was much faster, so I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna lead a lap, and it's all yours." So I pulled over and let him go, so he didn't, wreck me or I wreck him. And then I just kind of rode around and had more speed than I thought. And then I made the decision to pit halfway, which I think was ultimately a good decision because I came out in front of Mr. Charlie Bass there um, and was able to secure third. So I ran off the track a lot, but I didn't wreck it. That's the main thing for me. Another solid points night, and I got 2 bonus points to go with it. So that's very nice to have for the standings.
Yeah, how you feeling with 5 more races after tonight? You came in 13 points out of the points lead. And yeah, your main competitor on the track tonight, EJ Luna, back there in 8th. So you gain a little bit on him naturally that way. Then you said you got the 2 bonus points. So you're really closing that gap. How you feeling for these final 5 races?
It's going to be awesome. Very very nervous for it, because you never know what's going to happen. All I can do is just do what I can that's in my control, and if something happens that's out of my control, so be it. It's all I can handle there. Just wish I wasn't having that. I wish I didn't have that bad result at Charlotte because I might have a decent points lead right about now. But I think I've done pretty good at closing the gap and hoping I can get to them before the end of the season for that championship.
Moments like these, it makes it feel more earned whenever you can crawl back from a hole and still able to take care of it. So good stuff, man. Continue the good luck, the good streak that you got going on right now, and we'll see what happens in the next 5. But any shout outs before we let you go?
Yeah, shout out to you guys. You guys do a great job. I just thought about it. I forgot to stay in my truck for the broadcast, so I'm sorry about that. But shout out to you guys. You guys do a great job. Bobby for the win. He did a good race. DJ got a good second place finish. I know he wanted to win, but second place finish is always good. At least he didn't wreck out. So shout out to everybody that's involved with the league, our sponsor, and Power Ed. Glad to have those guys on board, and just can't wait to keep it rolling. We have such a success going right now, and it's really fun.
It's been fun to watch too in the booth, man. Congrats once more on the good solid run. Even though you don't like it here, we'll catch you next week.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too. All right, that was Tyler Honeycutt, P3. Now we're going to rotate to his teammate, DJ Honeycutt, there in 2nd place. DJ, congrats on a very strong performance here tonight.
I appreciate it, buddy.
Yes, sir. 1 position shy there. It looked like you had it. You had a 6.5-second lead, 7 seconds even, I think, at one point. Pit stops happened, and then Bobby throws the no tire strategy. Talk about how hard it is just to pass here because you had the 4 tires over his 0. But Lime Rock is so tricky. How hard is it to pass here?
Yeah, it's very tricky. You don't really have much wiggle room for your race line here, and most of the race, you're in either a tight corridor or in a corner, so it's really hard to get a pass made. But really, man, the lap traffic did me no favors here today. It's like every lap car I got behind us gave Bobby another advantage. So that's just really unfortunate. Man, I raced my heart out going for this win. So it sucks to point off of a fuel strategy.
Yeah, if you do it right, it feels so good. But if you do it wrong, you just feel like you're gonna beat yourself up. But I mean, you did it on speed, man. Your speed was just way above everybody else. So I would not hang your hat on that. You beat your next competitor, Tyler Honeycutt, by 8.5 seconds. So you just had the fastest truck overall. It's just the 89 just threw a call that I thought was not even possible, and it made it work. So, but you'll get back to it, man. Absolutely, great run here tonight. Would you like to thank any sponsor or anything before we let you go here tonight?
No, I just think all these guys for showing up. There were a lot more people than I expected to show up for the road courses. Usually they taper off a little bit when we do road courses. So just thanks for everybody who showed up tonight. And man, there was some incidents, but it's a road course, man. It's hard. So we'll just go back and look at everything. But I'm sure it was a pretty good race, and I hope it was just fun to watch on the broadcast. Thank you guys for broadcasting. We appreciate everything y'all guys do.
Yeah, 100% there. Thank you for that. And yeah, great call out there. 22 entries at a road course. It's very hard for a lot of leagues to do that. So you guys had a phenomenal job getting that done, and congrats on that. So good luck, man, next week, and maybe we'll talk to you then.
Yeah, we appreciate it, buddy. Have a good night.
You too. And there's second place, DJ Honeycutt, driver of the 15, and now the man who stole the show for the second win of the 2026 inaugural season goes to Bobby Mansell. Bobby, you pickpocketed it from DJ, and you took the checkered flag. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, I called on your outlap here before the checkered flags that you took that idea straight from EJ Luna. Tell me if I'm right or wrong.
I gave EJ the idea. I talked about it right from the beginning that I was just going to try and stay smooth and consistent. I didn't need to be the fastest out there, just try and stay up towards the front group. And I just wanted to keep those tires in good condition because I knew I wasn't going to change them. So I ran that tank dry, came in on the final lap that I could, took a little bit of fuel, and I thought I was going to have a bit more of a buffer between me and DJ, and he made me work for it. And those tires were hurt, and so that was a struggle.
Yeah, I saw EJ come down early, and he made the no tire, and I really questioned it. I really did. Though he was mid pack, and it wasn't for anything like super important. But you to try it, and you overdid both DJ and Tyler, and it worked phenomenally. I think the winning call for you, of course, to get in that lead, of course, because this track is hard to pass out regardless. But turn 2 and turn 3 was just like your bread and butter here tonight. Why were you so much better than everybody at this track here, the set of corners?
See, I don't know. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses, and I just happened to find my strength there. I don't know if it was just throttle control, shifting up early at the right time, and just not putting too much wheel into it. But I found something that worked, and I just kept sticking to it.
Yeah, 10-4 on that there. And how's it feel to be a multi-time winner here? You and Garrett Spriggs share that honor of 2 wins.
Oh, it feels good, man. I'm happy to be here. That's 3 podiums in a row, so I'm stoked.
Yeah, that's
Sorry, no, that's not 3
stuff,
podiums in a row. No, yeah, I'm wrong.
Well, either way, that's your 4th top 5 and 6 starts or 7th. So you're doing great on that notion. A lot of top 5s so far.
Yeah, I'm clawing my way back up to the top. It wasn't the strongest start to the season, but I'm making the best of it now.
Yeah, 10-4 on that. 37 points out starting this thing. You're going to be well within the 20-point range after this one, I do believe. But congrats, man. 2nd win of the year. Any shout-outs you want to give out before we let you go here?
Shout out to you guys for putting on a phenomenal broadcast. It's always great to watch back. This one's going to be really exciting with that last battle with DJ. Shout out to the guys that showed up here. Like, road racing is really hard in these trucks, and everyone did a pretty damn good job. So good on you, lads. Shout out to the team here at Lone Star, the guys that showed up tonight. Had fun with them. And shout out to any of our viewers, or all of our viewers, anyone that tuned in tonight.
There we go. Appreciate you, sir. And we'll catch you next week, and maybe we'll talk to you once more then.
All right. See you guys.
Yes, sir. That was Bobby Mantle, driver the number 89 there. Taking his own idea, I guess. I thought he took it from EJ, but nope. He gave EJ the idea. Then I guess EJ confirmed it, and Bobby thought he would have had a bigger lead than what he had, but he did a great job holding off DJ Honeycutt there. Final, very exciting 10 laps to end this road course race where when you come to these road courses, you don't think you're going to have, a fantastic show, and OTSS just continues to not disappoint us on all aspects, whether if it's a short track, road course, super speedway, does not matter. These guys have got the talent here, the league, on this Tuesday nights. So thank you guys for tuning in, watching, participating in the chats, all that fun jazz. And thanks for the subscribing as well to our YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Continue to give us viewerships over double digits at a road course, which is fantastic. So thanks again, guys. Went solo. Thanks for listening to my voice 95% of this broadcast. Dustin, thank you for accurately doing all the camera work as usual. No drone flying tonight, but he's got to do a lot of stuff behind the scenes regardless. Under the weather too, so can't fault anything there. Great job. Appreciate you guys once more, and we're going racing on Thursday. So tune in 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, as we got the old Smoky Mountain racing from Dover here this coming Thursday with me, Jason Rockefeller in the booth, Dustin pressing the buttons. And that's it. You guys have a good rest of your night. Stay safe. Get your nerd on. And as Dustin would always say, it's not goodbye. It's just till next time. We'll see you then.
The rubber moves roll with a fist clenched tight. Your TV lights up the endless night. Fight to fight, we live the speed. No TV feeds our endless need. Heartbeats pound and engines cry. Best broadcast under the virtual sky. Turn the wheel, feel the breakneck roll. Sim racers tearing through the thunder soul. Gear shifts crack like a lightning storm. Digital warriors breaking the norm. Turn the wheel, feel the breakneck roll. Sim racers tearing through the thunder soul. Gear shifts crack like a lightning storm. Digital warriors breaking the norm. Fight to fight, we live the speed. No TV feeds our endless need. Heartbeats pound and engines cry. Best broadcast under the virtual sky. Through each hairpin, a battle unfolds. Victory forged in the fire of the bold. Neon dreams fuel the tracks we tear. Nerd TV shows us who dares to care. Fight to fight, we live the speed. No TV feeds our endless need. Heartbeats pound and engines cry. Best broadcast under the virtual sky. Touchscreen and louder to the range. Fuel burns in the glow of the pixel blaze. The rubber moves roll with a fist clenched tight. Your TV lights up the endless night. Fight to fight.